The Sun Belt football schedule is a little lighter for fans this week with only 5 games to keep track of. To get things started on Saturday, New Mexico State heads to Fayetteville, Arkansas to take on the Razorbacks. The Aggies are 2-2 on the season with their losses to Arizona State and Troy coming by a combined 9 points. The Aggies are coming off a big defensive win against UTEP and will look to take down the Razorbacks, who rank 12th in the SEC in total offense. New Mexico State and Arkansas will be on the SEC network with an 11 a.m. Central start time. In the lone conference matchup of the weekend, Coastal Carolina hits the road to take on ULM in what will be Coastal's first official Sun Belt game.
We are thankful that we're into conference play and we get to go try to get our first win. The focus for us is just us playing better, playing more enthusiasm, more energy for each other. That's the main thing that we've talked a lot about. Is we're not as bad as we've shown, but when we play Coastal football, I don't think we've been energy-wise and the effort-wise. We need to play at a higher level. And if we'll do those things, we don't need any other motivation if we're playing for them. That's the way we'll look at it.
The Chanticleers will be looking to bounce back after 2 straight losses, while the Warhawks will be coming off a big conference win over in-state rival Louisiana. Coastal Carolina and ULM kicks off at 6 p.m. Central on ESPN3. The Troy Trojans will be calling Baton Rouge as they head to Death Valley to take on the 25th ranked LSU Tigers. Head coach Neil Brown stated on Monday that while the Trojans do not have to play perfect, they will have to play their best game of the year to compete with the Tigers. And not only that, the Trojans will have to stop LSU's run game, one that is averaging 200 yards per game.
For us defensively, we got to stop the running game. I don't know if we'll stop them, but we've got to limit their big plays. We can't give up big balls over our heads. That's something that we've done a couple times the last 2 weeks. Can't give up big balls over our head, and we've got to tackle. Offensively, we've got to hold on to football. The speed of the game is going to be so much different than what we've experienced through our first 4 games.
Troy and LSU kicks off at 6 Central on ESPNU. 2 other out-of-conference games to keep an eye on include Texas State at Wyoming, which will be broadcast live on Facebook and Stadium, and South Alabama at Louisiana Tech, which will air on ESPN3. Last week, the Sun Belt Conference and its football teams participated in Extra Yard for Teachers Week, the primary philanthropic initiative of the College Football Playoff Foundation that works to elevate the teaching profession by inspiring and empowering teachers. Let's take a look at how schools around the Sun Belt went the extra yard. In addition to Extra Yard for Teachers Week, the Sun Belt Conference has partnered with the College Football Playoff Foundation and Science of Sport to provide new ways for educators to better present science, technology, engineering, and math to their students. On Monday, the Sun Belt and Science of Sport held the first of 3 sessions for local Louisiana educators.
The objective of today is to get teachers to come to this practice facility, see a real football field, and apply the kit materials that we're going to send them home with to a real scenario. So they're going to learn about geometry, they're going to learn about hydration, nutrition, the physics of football, and we hope that they get energized and also go back to their schools and communicate that energy to their students.
The Sun Belt and Science of Sports partnership began in spring 2017 at the Sun Belt Conference basketball tournament, and after receiving such positive feedback, there was no question about expanding its outreach.
This year we were able to partner with the CFP through their foundation called Extra Yard for Teachers, and it really is going to widen our opportunity of what we're able to do for our community here in the New Orleans area. Not only are we going to be doing the youth camps and the field trips, but we've expanded it to the teachers aspect of it. So we're going to be able to really provide our teachers with a great new resource and new skills to take back to their classrooms. It's because of the relationship with the CFP that we're able to really expand and bring our teachers into this. Obviously, our teachers are in the trenches, right? So whenever you can provide the teachers with the resources and the skills that they need to give to your children, it just really makes us excited to do what we're doing. Obviously, we are in the organization of athletics, but when we can expand that into academics and into the classroom, then we know that it's a win-win for everybody involved. I think it's always a great opportunity when you can see children engaged in something academic but not really realizing that it's academic in nature. They're just having fun through sports. But when you can see them engage in statistics or math or other science components that they don't even realize what they're learning at the time, but then they can take it into kind of their real world life through sports, then you know you've just really got something special.
The Sun Belt continues to go the extra yard for teachers. Will you go the extra yard? We are officially 1 month away from the 2017 Sun Belt Cross Country Championships, which will be hosted by Appalachian State and Boone. One runner to keep an eye on leading up to the championship includes Louisiana's Stanley Lameau, the 2016 Sun Belt Newcomer of the Year. Now in his sophomore year, Lameau has already claimed 3 Sun Belt Male Runner of the Week honors after winning the individual title at both the New Orleans Invitational and Azalea City Classic, and coming in 3rd overall at the Texas A&M Invitational. To follow along with the men's and women's cross-country championships on October 28th, along with all Sun Belt Fall Championships, be sure to check out the Championship Central pages on sunbeltsports.org.